this up on the board. Okay, so page 80, 81. 6th grade group. Group. Okay, so we're starting this new workshop. We watched the anchor video, and we need to come up with different words for drought or different synonyms for drought. Okay, so what are some other ideas that you guys might put? So they put water shortage. When you think of the word drought, what else do you think of? Yeah, okay. So we know that it affects crops, right? So I want you to write that. Affects crops. Okay? In one of the circles. I don't care what circle you write it in, but it affects crops. Okay? Okay, other things that you might think of are dry. The word dry. So are you writing these down? Okay, make sure you're writing these down. So dry, it affects crops. In our situation, guys, where we live, when we have a drought, what happens to our lake? What happens to the water levels in the lake? Yeah. Okay, so lake level goes down, right? In my opinion, so if a big time drought, it's going to affect animals, right? Animals won't have things to drink. Could affect animals and fish. Okay, these are all things you should be writing in these circles. Okay, I'll give you guys just a couple minutes to write a few things. Okay, so what are some of the things you guys put? What's one thing you put, Bryn? Okay, water level lowers. What'd you put? Lower what? Okay, lowers the lake. Okay, rivers dry up. That would be another thing you could write. Okay, you need to have something in every single circle. Rivers dry up. It's hot, right? When I think of a drought, I think of it being very hot. It's a hot time of year. You know, I know this last summer when we were in a drought situation, my my lawn was dry, right? Lawns were drying up. All sorts of stuff. Okay? Okay, what else? How many more spaces do you guys need? One more? Okay, what about you got yours filled all in? Okay, what about this word right here? Dust bowl. It's something we'll read about. The dust bowl. Okay, that's basically when all the crops were dried up and there wasn't enough rain or water to even plant these crops. This was back in Oklahoma, and it turned into a huge dust bowl. The wind would blow and it would just be tons and tons and tons of dust. Okay, it'd be totally dirty and make everything rough. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this page. Next page over, page 81. Access is the ability to have or get. Okay, so I'm actually going to zoom in on these. Okay, so the word access, and you guys can write this right from the book. The ability to have or get something. Okay, so if you're able to access football cards, you're able to get them, right? You're able to go find it, get it. If you're able to access candy, okay, that means that you're able to go get it. I need to limit the access to my candy jar to my 2-year-old, or else she'll always be in it, right? Okay, then we've got the word conserve. To use something in a careful / thoughtful way so that it won't run out, become scarce, or disappear. That it gave you that definition, right? We don't have to write that in there.
No, it didn't give it
On conserve. Okay, you guys can write that down then. Careful, thoughtful way so it won't run out or become scarce or disappear. Okay, you guys good there? Okay, now go ahead and move down to contaminated. To contaminate means to make polluted by adding something harmful, tainted, or unhealthy. Okay, so sometimes if a river gets contaminated, that means that oil has spilled into the river and the fish will die. Okay, does that make sense? Contaminated means that it has become poisoned, basically. Okay, we got contaminated. Okay, then we've got the word famine. A shortage of food. This is contaminated still here if you need it. Okay, famine. A shortage of food that may cause people to starve, die, or go hungry. Okay, you don't need to write all these, just put one of them. A shortage of food that may cause people to starve. Okay, something like that. Okay, you guys got that part? Recycle. To make something new from something old or used. To make something new from something old or used. Okay, and then region, a large area of a country or the world. Okay, so a region is like a big chunk of, we could even break it into regions of Rich County, right? We've got the South region, we've got the North region, we've got the Lake region, you've got the ranching region, something like that. Got them? Okay. All right, so what I want you guys to do before you turn it in, go over here, and I want you to fill it in using your own words, okay, on the right side of the paper. Okay? All right, make sense?